morning, everybody. Rise and shine. We're back on Eastern Island time right here at Tiki Man Radio, TikiManRadio.com, part of the Coastal Americana Radio Network, streaming live on Dockside Live Radio, Western Maryland Radio, and Tiki Man Radio. Also streaming over on the Tiki Man Radio YouTube channel. If you want to see our ugly faces, come over and be a part of the show. It is time for the show. And let me get over here and see if I can get my buddy in here, my partner, my brother from another mother, Johnny B. Let's see if we can get him in here. There we go. How you doing, brother?
Good morning.
How you doing, man?
Good morning, brother. Happy Monday to you. It's another beautiful day here on the network.
Absolutely, it is, and happy Monday to you. Just another week, man. I was, you know, whenever you do a radio show, right? There's a point where you go through all the motions, right? You cut on this, you cut on that, you do this, you do that, you all that stuff, check, all that stuff, do all that things, But then you start playing like the pre-music, right? And I clicked on some Bob Seger there, man. I was rocking out. I'm like, woo, man, I live for this.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I've got stuff rolling in the background too. I'm like, oh my God, this is great. Another day in paradise. We get up. We're lucky that we're able to get up and go do this. Really.
You're right. I was thinking that this morning about how cool this is. We've been working our asses off to try to get this thing rolling since about November. We started our first show right after the new year. That's the best way to start a new year, is with a new show. And then, you go through all the other stuff, everything that's happening in the background or whatever, but then you got to remind yourself, this is fun. This is why I wanted to do it, and we're so damn lucky to be here on the Coastal Americana Radio Network.
Oh, man. You said it perfectly, Danny. You said it perfectly, We're just connecting people from the lake house to the beach house, back and forth, sharing good vibes. I mean, what's not to love? We're ambassadors on the wind every day.
Ambassadors on the wind. I like that.
Yeah, man. I just dig it. Hey, listen, we were talking about, it's really cold outside, and it's cold all over this country.
Yeah.
But, we were talking the other day, it's like, between the lighting, the cameras, and all that, and you got this great tan, and, I'm told I got to look pasty white up here in the north. Well, my girlfriend and I came up with a great idea. We're going to call it Tiki Man Self-Toner. I didn't know it was called Self-Toner. All right. And I said, oh, that's great, man. We'll come up with, if it smells good, it sells good. So it'll be pina colada, coconut, and bourbon.
Well, I've got the perfect marketing thing for that, and we do need like a sunscreen, like a Coastal Americana Radio Network sunscreen, right? We need that because here's the perfect tagline. If the sun will kill Jimmy Buffett and Bob Marley, it'll kill you. You need to protect yourself.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, my God. Yeah, you are so right about that. Oh, man, I thought about it, but I never really put that together like that,
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. That's it right there. The two people that we navigate to for the sunshine, right? That's what got them, and that's. I mean, there's no more better reason to have a good sunscreen than that.
That's right, and you've seen it, but I still have this huge Bob Marley picture behind me in the studio that has been with me in every studio for all the years.
Yeah,
wherever I go, Bob goes. Man, we're sharing positive vibes.
Yeah, well, let's see. I don't know if I can take this camera. I probably could. See, I got Jimmy Buffett and Bob Marley right there on the door right there.
Man, two great influences right there.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That's what set our lives on track to where we're at today.
Absolutely.
We've both done a lot of traveling. We love music, and we love being able to share it. And boom, here we are. And because of those two right there.
Yeah, and let's see if I can. We got our brand new Coastal Americana Radio Network T-shirts
Oh my God! Look at that, man.
Yeah, and I'll get you some of these sent up there to you. But we had Uptown Whimsy, who is a sponsor of ours, along with JM Real Estate, Nicole Reed and Graham Andrews, and we had them on the show yesterday for the Sunday show, live from the Uptown Whimsy store. And I was waiting too. I was hoping. They're like, well, we can do the interview, but there's a good chance we'll have customers. I'm like, that's great. So a customer, I heard the little bell, ding ding, and I'm like, come on over here and get on the camera. Yeah,
heck, cool. Where are you from?
Yeah,
enjoying Key West.
Yeah, well, it's a nice haircut you got there.
That's great. Anything to keep them on. Anything. We know how to do it.
Yeah, you're looking marvelous this morning, sweetheart. Just marvelous. So
marvelous. Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, so she printed off the new Sunday Mornings with the Tiki Man shirts, and she added the Coastal Americana Radio Network shirts. To my knowledge, this is the very first shirt that's ever been printed with this logo on it. And she's coming up with some other designs. And, one of the things about Tiki Man Radio, you and I, right, we worked with Island J for years. And, man, I didn't want to be in the T-shirt business. I don't want to be in the T-shirt business, but I have to be. And so it's always good when you can work with a partner that, handles all that for you, but that they went, the business went out. They got the people, the other owners have taken it over now and opened it up. But I'm done with all that. So it's been a struggle. It's been about 3 years to finally get T-shirts coming across. We got Land Pirate that does them for us, and they kind of lean towards their style of T-shirts, which is understandable. And now we got, Uptown Whimsy that is taking over this thing. And then we got Cammy's Grammy's going to be doing some other shirts for us. So I'm just going to flood the market with T-shirts and tell everybody to get off my ass about where the T-shirts are.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, send a few up here and we'll definitely promote it and wear it about, out and about town. Yeah. Underneath the flannel right now, it's about 10 degrees up here right now. It's going down in the single digits here in the next couple days.
Well, it was snowing down on the Panhandle this week in Florida.
I saw that. Iguanas falling out of the trees, people freaking out. I'm like, this is crazy weather. But I'm not going to complain because I know our neighbors up north have it worse than we do here in the Appalachian Mountains of Western Maryland.
Sure, yeah. Well, we had a good show yesterday, had a good weekend. We're just, at this point, we're just one day closer to spring. We just kind of count down the days now and get on over the hump.
Yeah.
But, it's January, for God's sakes. It's supposed to be cold. And people that love the cold, they like to go up to Western Maryland and places like that.
Yeah, I mean, come on up here. We got plenty of skiing. Oh, God, it's beautiful up here. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, we've got it all. It's Maryland's best kept little secret out here in the Panhandle, and we're not far from Morgantown, West Virginia, and but we've got the skiing, we've got all kind of stuff going on, and believe it or not, we got people that come here to go camping in the winter.
Yeah,
I mean that's not me, but I'll cheer you on.
Yeah, I hear you. Let me see if I can go over here. We got a bunch of people in the chat already. Let me see if I can see who all is out there today. Marty Gentry is out there. Good morning to you, brother. Happy Sunday. Happy Monday to you. Hope you're doing fabulous. Let's see here. Our producer, Monica, is out there. She was a little under the weather yesterday, so I'm glad she's up and about and rocking and rolling and feeling much better today. Let's see here. Oh, you know what? I lost the screen. I just remembered why I don't do that. There we go. Hold on just a second here.
There we go.
Yeah. You can't be changing screens, or the system we use, the OBS, will change it for you. So let me go over here. That's why I've got this crazy iPad over here. Let's see here.
Danny, we need more computers, more screens, everything.
Yeah.
I can't have enough gear.
I know that's right, man. So our producer, Monica, is out there. Thank you so much for that. And let's see, Mo is out there this morning. Happy Monday to you. Got to remember what day it is. Our ambassador of all great things, Michelle Myers, is out there. And, of course, the bodyguard, Tim Myers. Happy Monday to you. Donna and Bob Cummings, speaking of people that like to go out camping in the cold and sit around the fire when it's freezing and love snow up to their butthole, that's Donna Cummings and Bobsled Bob. There's a reason why we call him Bobsled Bob, because that's what they do. Let's see here. Ed the Train Man. Ed the Train Man is out there this morning. He's already up and getting ready to, he's probably working on his show for tonight. Get on the Peace Train with Ed the Train Man, coming up at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock? Yeah, 6 o'clock tonight.
I had that opened up live, and my girlfriend thought I was having a party in the studio because I had the speaker blasting, and they're all laughing on the air. And she said, "Oh my God, you having a party back there?" Yeah,
they have a lot of fun. You know, they have a pretty good crowd up there. All the conductors are doing the show there with them, and they have a lot of guests. They have a lot of local artists that come in.
Wow!
We were talking to one of our former sponsors for his show, Reggae Wines, this past weekend, and if Meredith is out there, we want to pass our condolences away. Her dad passed away, and of course they have Easley Wines, and up in Indiana. So we are thinking about you, Meredith, and we miss you and love to have you back anytime you're ready to jump on. So let's see here. I heard Donna. And I don't understand that one. I don't know what that means. But Verona Corona is out there. She had a hell of a birthday down in Mexico.
Still going.
Yeah, still going.
Celebrate.
That's what they do. You know, for years now, I've been having a hell of a birthday party. I call it a summer party. It turned into a birthday party. And, you know, and I was glad when it was over with. But these women, like, you know, it's my birthday month, right? It's my birthday month. You know, sometimes they'll try to stretch it out to my birthday year. You know, 3 months after their birthday, they're like, "You can't talk to me like that. It's still my birthday year."
You know, I remember one year you were telling me about Fireball and how that should be outlawed.
Yes.
And I remember that party. And I'm thinking, you know what? Yeah. You got to watch that stuff. That must have been a heck of a party.
Well, you know, this year 2026 will mark 10 years off the Fireball for me, because I did that crazy thing, and I learned some, you know, that was my 50th birthday party at the Tiki Bar. And somebody that I can't remember who it was now, but they brought me a shot glass on a necklace. Never let anybody do that. If anybody ever gives you that gift, just take it out of the box and throw it away, because it's just going to cause you nothing but misery. All right. And then they brought a half gallon of Fireball, right? And that's what people do when they come to my house. They're like, "Look what I got you. This is the best stuff you ever had in your life. Let's drink it." You know, so
you're like, "Yeah, okay."
Yeah, okay. Well, we used to have stock the bar parties, and that's the only time that I would get stock up. Like, you know, I give the place out for parties, events, corporate events, things of that nature over the years. And then about twice a year, we'd have a stock the bar party, because people would come by here all the time, get a drink of this or that or whatever. So I came up with the stock the bar party to restock, so I could take some of the heat off myself.
Right. Yeah. You know, I need to have a party now. Stock the bar party. Of course, my little bar is more like a corner piece. It can't compare to the chocolate bar. Oh my God.
Well, I think that's the thing. We haven't had a stock the bar party in many years. People do bring things here all the time. Kevin was here yesterday after the show, brought some Reef rum. So we were drinking that after the Sunday show yesterday. And, of course, Uncle Alex will be bringing 2 cases of Reef rum when he comes back up to Florida this week. But I think people thought I was kind of, you know, like, listen, it's getting out of hand. They stock the bar parties. He's got 5 bars now, okay? We can't stock all the bars, okay? You know, pick one.
Oh, my God. That's an excuse for me to head out to the liquor store. Honey, we got to go to the liquor store. We're going to have a stock the bar party. Yeah. Me, myself, and I are going to have a stock the bar party. Let's go. I need Woodford Reserve. I need all kinds of stuff.
Well, we know a few singer and songwriters out there. That'd make a good song. Let's stock the bar party. Make a good song.
I tell you what. Hey, and good morning, Ed the Train Man. You know, we've got the Western Maryland Scenic Railroad out there.
You got the Western Maryland Scenic Railroad.
Oh yeah, that is a huge tourist attraction. I mean, it's year round, and I mean they do the Polar Express. They leave this town right behind me, head 10 miles west out to where I live, turn around, drop people off at Frostburg. You can shop the town, and then get back on the train and head back to the scene you see behind me here. That's a major tourist attraction, but yeah, and we've got the Act Track. So if you enjoy the outdoor activities, it's like an open outdoor rail car. It's like a flatbed with wheels, and it takes you through the mountains. So you better put on your blizzard-proof gear. You're out there and it's snowing and it's beautiful, beautiful country. During the holidays, they have it lit up. So you're going through all these Christmas lights and decorations. But right now, the only thing you might see is some frozen deer. It's cold.
Yeah, it's really cold. Better put on them long johns if you're going outside. That's for sure. I guess people still wear long johns. I don't go anywhere where I need them, so I don't know.
Well, they've got the new versions now. They're real silky, not like the old heavy cotton, heavy duty cotton stuff I used to wear as a kid.
Yeah.
But no, they're real light, new technology.
Really?
Oh yeah, man. I hate to compare it to, but it's kind of like, ladies' stockings, but they're not that thin, but they're really super lightweight, and they keep you warmer than the old thermal gear.
I feel like we were the guinea pigs for everything, right? Cars, we long before safety, we just get in a big old metal car with no seatbelts and just ride down the road like it wasn't nothing, and all this stuff. But I remember wearing long johns whenever I was working outside as a young man building houses, right? And it'd be so cold. You'd have to wear something because you're going to be out there all day. But and I also remember whenever you would, hit your thumb or something with a hammer, and that would just ruin the whole day. But I also remember those socks. Remember those battery powered socks?
Yeah.
That they had a battery on them, and you'd put them on, and they're supposed to keep your feet warm. And I thought it was a great idea until you had blisters on your ankles from where the battery was.
We were definitely the guinea pigs. I mean, you ever see those posts on Facebook? Do you remember the 70s? Or are you a child of the 70s or the 60s? And
yeah,
I'm like, yeah, man, and drinking from water hoses, no seat belts. You leave the house at breakfast and come back when the street lights go on. I remember all of that, and we made it.
Yeah. Well, we did make it, and, we survived it. Sometimes, and I write a lot about this all the time, sometimes you got to remember how far you've come. Don't get so caught up in the exact moment you're in. Remind yourself of how far you've come and what you've already been through, and then you can remind yourself you'll get through this. It's very simple.
Yeah. I don't know what's out there, but I know it's coming towards me. So I'll just take it as it comes, live moment by moment, day by day.
That's right. Well, we are headed down to the Coastal Americana Radio Network is headed down to the Jacksonville Boat Show this week, January 23rd through the 25th. And Prime Osborne Convention Center down there. And, of course, Dockside Live Radio will be down there. And we're going to be doing some interviews here on weekdays with the Tiki Man and Johnny B. Friday, we got some interviews lined up for that. But if you're going to be down in the Jacksonville Boat Show, see if you can find Brent Burns. He'll be the guy in the flowery shirt with a little drink and a palm tree umbrella in there, just living the good life. And Jacksonville Boat Show, that's the place to be this week. And, of course, we will be there as well. Can't wait to get down there and see what that's all about and have some interviews this coming Friday. So very excited about that. Jacksonville Boat Show this week, and tune in Friday for some exclusive interviews here with Tiki Man and Johnny B.
Yeah, man. I just wonder, I hope the water doesn't freeze down there, but,
I know it's hard to sell. It's hard to sell boats in the snow and the ice. And, it's like, come on out here and let's look at this boat. And they're like, you know what? I'll just stay in here where the hot chocolate is.
Yeah. I remember being in Jacksonville. I guess it was about this time of year, many years ago. And, I come out of the airport and there's a guy directing traffic in this huge, heavy parka jacket like we would wear up here.
Yeah.
And I think it was only about 55 degrees. you know. And up here, I mean, you go out to a gas station, you got guys wearing T-shirts and just a light duty shirt when it's 50 degrees, 45 degrees. You know, they're used to it. They grew up here.
Right.
I've only been here 4 years, so I'm getting acclimated. But if I don't get acclimated, I just may have to head back down south. I don't know. My girlfriend and I are talking about that, you know, being snowbirders, you know, 3 months out of the year or something.
Yeah, I could do that, man. At one time I owned a business, and it was a franchise business. It's called Mosquito Joe. And, the idea behind that was to get that thing going because it was the perfect business. It was a seasonal business. And around here, you can have mosquitoes from, probably February all the way into October, which was a good season. And then, we just go on down to Key West and spend the winter. That's how I had things planned 10 years ago. Didn't work out, but I thought it was a good idea.
You know, I remember Mosquito Joe's. I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah.
But you never know. You never know, Danny. The way we've been rolling our lives, we could both end up as snowbirders and hosting this show from somewhere way far south to somewhere north. And that's just how we roll. And if it sounds good, we'll roll with it. We'll figure it out when we get there.
That's right. That's right. Well, let's get this day started off right. And I did talk to Robin Tricker the other day. Well, I sent her a message anyway. She's got a new song coming out that she's going to be announcing this week. And I said, well, it's time for you to get on to the big show with the Tiki Man and Johnny B and debut this song. So hopefully we'll hear from her this week. But for right now, what this world really needs right now is more Bob. Miss Robin Tricker kicking off the week for us. Happy Monday, everybody. Well, it's time for you to get on to the big show with Tiki Man.
The thing about music is that when it hits you, you feel no pain and the trouble can't find you. Love one another, that's what Bob said to do. You're always in a hurry and you can't slow down, trying to scratch all the things off your to-do list now. But breathe in, breathe out, let your light shine through. Tell you what you need more Bob, need more Bob, need more Bob, need more Bob. Get up, stand up, need more Bob. Ooh, yeah. Ra-ba-bi-ba-bi-da. Ra-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ra-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Need more Bob. Hey, I say, everybody's feeling anxious, taking some pills prescribed by the doctor, then they're giving a bill. But if you grew it, you would smoke it, and we'd be jamming with you. The world is pretty crazy, people stare at their phones, acting like robots and looking like clones. Not living in the moment, what are we gonna do? I tell you what we need more Bob, need more Bob, need more Bob, need more Bob. Get up, stand up, need more Bob. Ooh, yeah. Ra-ba-bi-dum-ba-da. Ra-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Ra-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Need more Bob. Hey, deep, let your light shine through. Tell you what we need more Bob, need more Bob, need more Bob, need more Bob. Get up, stand up, we need more Bob. Ooh, yeah. Bra-ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Bra-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Bra-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Need more Bob. Hey, I say. Hey, I said need more Bob. Hey, I said need more Bob. Hey, I said with pajama yo. Yeah, we need more Bob. I said need more Bob. I need the more Bob. I said need more Bob. Get up, stand up. Yeah, you need more Bob.
No trop rock in your office? That's what we call what the hell moment on the island. Get your act together. Coastal Americana Radio Network.
Swimming up to the sandbar, posting up in the backyard. Nothing to do for a week or two. If you need me, send a postcard. Overloading the pontoon. Out for the day, be back soon. A little PBR and a BBQ. Yeah, that's how we do. Spend our days in slow motion. Out here drinking and floating. Ain't nobody feeling no pain. You might think it's shallow, but everybody knows I got the biggest dock on the lake. I got the biggest dock on the lake. Out here we don't pick the phone up. Sweat dripping off cold Coronas. This aroma you can smell for days. Whistle pig ribs in a honey jack glaze. Off the bay, bikinis and boat fuel. Catching rays, Bluetooth and old school. Yeah, you know it hits the spot. So hop up on this dock. Spend our days in slow motion. Out here drinking and floating. Ain't nobody feeling no pain. You might think it's shallow, but everybody knows I got the biggest dock on the lake. I got the biggest dock on the lake.
Got the fishing pole gon' snap line. Got the swimming hole wasting no time. He got them Daisy Dukes looking so fine. Just passing the time is my favorite pastime.
Keep going till the pavement stops. Where the water is cold but the days are hot. Where the rocks in the sand meet a drunk old man with a guitar in his hand.
I go to work.
The land ends a 10-line start. A cold PBR is a work of art. You know it always hits the spot. So hop up on this dock. Spend our days in slow motion. Out here drinking and floating. Ain't nobody feeling no pain. You might think it's shallow, but everybody knows I got the biggest dock on the lake. I got the biggest
Man Johnny B is streaming live on the Coastal Americana Radio Network, Dockside Live Radio, Western Maryland Radio, and Tiki Man Radio, and streaming live on the Tiki Man Radio YouTube channel. Sit back and enjoy the show.
Like to wake up early before the sunlight hits the shore. Walk the beach at daybreak and hear the oceans roar. Yeah, there's music on the water, a lullaby softly plays. I can't help but wonder, is this a mermaid serenade? Still I wonder, still I wonder, still I wonder, who are you? On a mermaid's lullaby, skipping across the water just above the tide. Like a choir of angels singing, I find I'm not afraid. Feels just like I'm floating on a mermaid serenade. Still I wonder, still I wonder, still I wonder, who are you? Walking along the shoreline, you know, something caught my eye. Maybe something in the water, or a reflection off the tide. There was music on the mist, a lullaby softly played. Well, I had to stop and listen to the mermaid serenade. Still I wonder, still I wonder, still I wonder, who are you? Still I wonder, still I wonder, still I wonder, who are you?
That's badass. Graham Andrews right there with Mermaid Serenade. Let me see if I can get Johnny back in here.
Man, I got to tell you what, I'm chilling and thinking of those contender boats, and I'm thinking, man, we need to get out there and test drive one, Danny. Seriously, I want to see what the top end will do.
Yeah.
I mean, throttle to the firewall, man. Let's get this baby airborne across the flats.
There you go, man. Yeah, Mermaid Serenade, Graham Andrews. That, of course, is our buddy with Uptown Whimsy, who created this new shirt. Let me see if I can You know, I probably got a. No, I didn't have that, but let's see here. Here we go.
Look at that, man.
Yeah.
That's Hollywood. Hollywood, baby. We're done going on the network. Look at you. Oh, I get he's busting a move, man. Woo, doing his John Travolta Saturday Night Fever move.
Oh, I love those guys, and they do such a great job. And everybody out, they got a lot of people listening out on the radio today. So good, happy Monday to you. All the ships at sea and all the ports and everybody out there having a good time on Tiki Man Radio. And listening also on Dockside Live Radio and Western Maryland Radio.
Yeah, man. Tell you what, shaping up to be a great day. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And, you know, I tell you what, there you are. I'm looking at the, I watched the monitors too here, and we have a 7-second delay. And there you are up again, standing, dancing, busting a move. That's why I'm cracking up. You know, it's like mission control here. There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of monitors. We're shifting signals around. And, wow, it's so great to be a part of the network and to be able to do this every day. I absolutely love it.
Singer-songwriter Ray Boone, who is a good friend of ours, and we usually don't get to see him that much unless he's down in Key West at our songwriter showcase that we do down there. But he was in television for a long time, production, right? And, you know, so he was one of the, you know, I try to get all the experts in here whenever I started doing video, you know, and they all told me, you know, this, that, and they'd give me a little piece. And I'd take a little piece of that, a little piece of that. And I knew in the back of my mind that nobody was doing what I was doing, which was radio and doing a production as well on video at the same time. So, you know, some of the things they told me would not apply, but then it would lead me down another rabbit hole of something that I could figure out. So it was all valuable information. But he told me that there's no way that you're going to be able to do all this stuff. You're going to have a production person in a booth somewhere that's going to be changing all this stuff and playing your music, doing all that. That way you can focus on the show. And I'm like, nah, I don't think so. Just hold my beer. I'll figure it out. Yeah.
I absolutely love it, man. I love how you think. Birds of a feather flock together, and we think the same way all the time. You know, I'm always sending Danny new ideas like, well, check this out. You may have, you may not have. I'm just tossing it out there. You don't have to reply. But, if we can do it, we'll take it to the next level.
Let's see here. Play Johnny every year. My birthday. Let's see, my brother and his family rent a house on Deep Creek Lake. They just love it up there. That's Mr. Graham Andrews himself, I believe. That's Graham.
Yeah. Morning, Graham.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Happy, let's see here, great tune. Yeah, it is a great tune by Graham Andrews, and he's got a ton of them, man. And I need to get you some Graham Andrews music up there, or better yet, Graham is running the store right now. He can send you some of his music, maybe Dropbox some of his music up there to you.
Oh, yeah, man. WMDRradio@gmail.com. Just Dropbox it on over.
Well, there you go. There you go. We're gonna start spreading the word a little more when it comes to this stuff. You know, one of the things that I love about this whole thing that I'm involved with, and first of all, I feel like I'm living my best life right now, okay? But I love the fact that we've created something over these many years of a family of people who flock together, you know. And Mo is going to be going down to Mexico to hang out with Verona Corona.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And, when we have another great partner of ours, Jody with Cammy's Grammys, when her husband passed away, there was a group of them that went up and got with Cammy and was surrounded her. When Bill Crawley passed away, we went down to, a bunch of us flew down to Florida to the celebration of life. And since it was a celebration of life, we brought Reef Rum with us. Uncle Alex had some in the truck. I'm like, hey, man, you got some at Reef Rum in the truck? He's like, yeah. I'm like, go get it. This place is a little dull right now. We need to liven it up a little bit.
That's what you call a celebration of life. You know?
By the time I got on stage to talk about Bill, I was like, man, I'll tell you right now, that boy was awesome. And he was.
Yeah, that's feeling pretty good.
Yeah, Bill Crawley was a unique individual. He was in the wine business for many, many years. And when we first started working, with reggae wines, I reached out to Bill and I'm like, tell me everything you know about the wine business. He's like, right now? I'm like, yeah. And so we kind of went through some things that, I like to do my research. I like to have my act together. I like to know things about things. I may not be an expert at it, but I'm telling you right now, I'm going to learn from it. But Bill Crawley was a fantastic guy. I remember when he first did we did our very first songwriter showcase at the Tiki House, and he played it that year. And it was just him and his beautiful wife, Shawn Crawley. And, she sat right at the end of the bar, which was right next to the little stage we had at the Tiki House. And he was a little bit nervous or whatever. Now, he'd been playing music for years. I didn't know this till many years later, that he'd had a band in high school and all this other stuff, So, but this was a different crowd for him, and he was trying to go down the coastal Americana trop rock world. And so it was a different crowd for him, and he was a little nervous or whatever, but he made it through. And then the next year he came back, and there was 5 or 6 people there with him. And the last year we did the showcase, he had a whole crowd of them. And wow. He had a great following of people that followed Bill Crawley everywhere he went. And that particular year, we had those private events upstairs at the Ready Room. And I was telling him, like, man, it's time for you to go and do a private event up there. You can charge $15, $20 at the door, whatever. It holds about 25 people. Have a kind of a house concert type environment up there. And he wasn't real sure, but then he said, yeah, I'll do it. That sounds like it's going to be a great time. We were in a process of making that happen when he passed away.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And wow. So then when we made it back to Key West, we had this big banner because he had played at every songwriter showcase we had. And we didn't always have the same people. So that was a big thing. And we had this big banner, and everybody there that year signed it, and we presented it to Shawn, his wife, at the end of it.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful. I tell you what, music brings people together.
Yeah.
And you're right. We've seen a lot over the years. Even though I stepped out for a little bit, I'm back in. But yeah, people, as we age, we're seeing a lot of these artists. They have kids, grandkids. We've seen a lot over the years, and we're all still connected. I know you reached out to Robin Tricker, and I think you and I have been chatting with her for 15 years.
Yeah. I can remember when you went up to her place and did a live show up there, and at her house, I believe it was, and some unknown guy nobody ever heard of named Boomer Blake was there.
Yep. Yeah. He's everywhere now.
Yeah, and had his little ukulele, and so he was up there. And but Robin was one of those back in the Tiki Island radio days that we were really focused on. She goes way back with us.
Oh, yeah, big time. I'm going to tell you what, that was a great trip, too, because they don't mess around up there in New Jersey. I didn't know what I was getting into, but, man, when the cocktails started flying right after breakfast, I'm like, all right, this crowd's got it on. But, I had to hit the road later in the afternoon. Thank God I wasn't driving. And a great, great group of people up there in New Jersey. She surrounds herself with some wonderful talent.
Yeah.
And now I see her working with Donnie Brewer, Boomer Blake. I see him out there all over the place. But you're right, that little known guy there in the back that was just plucking on a ukulele. There he is. Today he's everywhere. He's a great guy, too.
Yeah, and of course, Robin's going to be at Music on the Bay, as is Tiki Man Radio, the crew. B-Man and Michelle are coming up from Key West, and Michelle Myers, our ambassador of all great things, and Mo will be there. Mo's retired now, so she can go to Mexico or Music on the Bay or wherever the hell she wants to go now. Not that she didn't go to wherever the hell she wanted to. There was this little thing going on. And all right, so we were down in Key West this year, and we always stay to see the boat parade when the boats come in, for the boat parade or the boat show. And so we're standing on that. We all went down to Neltini's, which is a sponsor of ours in Key West on Duval Street, and to watch the parade. And we're all sitting out there, and me and her get into this conversation about, I'm like, Mo, how is it? Because she worked for the North Carolina Welcome Center, right? And and I was like, how is it that you get 6 months worth of vacation every year. How does this work? Because I'm thinking maybe I need to go to work at the Tennessee Welcome Center. If you can take off 6-7 months out of the year and go anywhere you want to, not only does that mean it pays really well, but you get time off too. So I want to get in on the action or whatever. And then she told me there was this little loophole that they didn't know about, that she was grandfathered in. And I'm like, nobody knows about it? If I was your manager, I'd be like, didn't you just get back from an Alaskan cruise? What do you mean you're headed down to Mexico? But I think once they found the loophole, she's like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and retire. To hell with it.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah. My Lord. And here, Western Maryland Radio is all about promoting tourism in the region.
Yeah.
I got to hook up with that. Yeah, Danny, I'm heading up to somewhere. Well, I can't make it next week, Danny. I'm heading down here. But no, I love being on the air with you, brother. I'm always here. I'm always bright and early, man. Sound checks done, squirrel checks done.
Yeah.
I enjoy getting up every day, and I see this as an opportunity that I just love to be able to do. I'm grateful. Seriously, when I'm not on the air with you 3 days a week, I'm doing my show on Western Maryland Radio Tuesdays and Thursdays. So it's a blessing just to be able to do this.
Yeah, absolutely. And I thank you dearly for being here. I put up the tip jar. I got this thing, I did it Sunday. I always feel bad about that, but now that I'm somewhat unemployed, I feel like all these guitar players that I've been supporting for 10 or 12 years, that it's okay to put the bucket up there, Yeah. But I thought, well, if anybody tips us during our show, then I'll just give it to Johnny B. That way I'll just send it to him. That way he's getting a little money out of this deal.
Oh, Lord, bless you. Bless you, brother. Yeah, thank you, everybody. Thank you. Yeah, tips appreciated. Oh, my God.
Yeah,
you are too kind. You are too kind, brother. Thank you. But, yeah, I remember those days we were everywhere for the grand opening of a can of tuna.
Yeah.
And we're broadcasting live bands, and, we're watching them pull in big dollars every night, and we're walking away scratching our heads like, well, our sponsors don't even pay us this much. And,
That's right. That's right.
We got all kind of free rum and booze and tchotchkes and all kind of stuff, but no, man, they're walking away with some serious cash.
Well, we had a lot of fun with it, that's for sure. I saw our partner there, Brian Burns, chime in. He says, heavy frost on the ground this morning. He's down in Florida, Jacksonville. He's talking about the other day. He's like, yeah, I'm going to have to bring my lemon trees in, I think, because they're going to freeze to death. And and I'm like, well, I'm a banana tree farmer. I got to dig them bastards up every year and put them in the garage and then replant them. And they'll be 12, 15 feet in the air. I had bananas on them this year, so.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I don't know if you know this or not, but in this environment, when you have to dig them up, right, you basically put the roots in a bag and seal it up and lay the tree in a warmer spot so it can make it through the winter, and it goes in dormant. And then you replant that tree, and every third year in that cycle, the way that it's done, it'll put on banana trees and then bananas. And after that, it'll never put on bananas again. So you just have to cut that one off at the ground after that. But
wow, I never knew that.
Yeah, it takes 3 years to do that. People living in Florida. Hey, Johnny, you got some tip money right there. There you go, man.
Oh, my God. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much.
Yeah, there you go, man. You was wondering how you'd go get another pack of bologna. There you go. There you go, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
We've been living off of tuna and bologna around here, so, kind of having to cut back on some things. But
yeah, I know. And showers every other day. It's
yeah.
tough, man.
The hippie chick was giving me hell about that. I was like, I said, well, it's somewhat true. She's like, yeah, but you ain't got to tell everybody about it. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll tell everybody. I will take a shower every day, in case anybody wants to come over here. Let's see here. We're headed down to the Jacksonville Boat Show this week, January 23rd through the 25th at the Osborne Convention Center down there. Brian Burns will be, he is the man with the flowery shirt. He's got the cocktail with the umbrella in it. You can't miss him. If you're interested in being part of the Coastal Americana Radio Network, then reach out to him, and he'll get you some information, because God knows we could we could use it. All right, so if you're going to be in Jacksonville, go to the boat show and seek him out and be a part of the network. We sure would appreciate it.
Girl, you're like a pirate on Duval. High five in the moon, having a ball.
Be a part of the network. We sure.
Sun-kissed cinnamon skin, I can't help but fall. It's true, Key West sure looks good on you. Oh, I love your mint mojito smile, dancing in a hammock 90 miles from Cuba and all that rum. You should hang here for a while, got room for two. Key West sure looks good on you. Tell me now, do you like the idea of spending life with me on island time? Laid back, warm breeze, maybe on Elizabeth Street, living on ceviche and lime. Don't that sound so fine? Love the starlight coming through the palms, crickets in our backyard singing songs. Now we're skinny dipping, nothing but a suntan on. In your birthday suit, Key West sure looks good on you. With me on island time, laid back, warm breeze, maybe on Elizabeth Street, living on ceviche and lime. Oh, don't that sound so fine? Girl, you're like a pirate on Duval. Girl, you're like a pirate on Duval. High five in the moon, having a ball. High five in the moon, having a ball. Sun-kissed cinnamon skin, I can't help but fall. It's true, it's true. Key West sure looks good on you. Yeah, girl, it's true. Girl, it's true. Key West sure looks good on you. Oh, it's true. Oh, it's true. Key West sure looks good on you.
Get on the Peace Train with Ed the Train Man and his conductors every Monday starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Island Time right here on Tiki Man Radio. Ed and Pat and the conductors bring in local artists from around the Indiana area, have live interviews. The train leaves at 6 p.m. Eastern Island Time live on Tiki Man Radio. Come over and join the fun. Uptown Whimsy has got our brand new shirts. More details to come with this. We had them on the show Sunday, and all the new designs and some more designs that they're working on as well. So more details to come with that. Looking forward to spreading the love of Uptown Whimsy. And if they got us on the radio down there, good morning to everybody at Uptown Whimsy. Actually, I think they're closed on Monday, now that I think about it. More details to come. We'll get this on the website so everybody can check it out.
Open my eyes, make me shine. I love you most you're gonna see, yeah. On a wave we're gonna pave another way, yeah. Wanna wake up to the sunrise in your eyes. Crawling out from under cover of a long night, I'm reflecting in the presence of your starlight. Opened my heart, made me shine. Bye bye blue moon, bye bye blue moon. Here comes the sun, let's rise and run. Here comes the sun. Yeah, bye bye blue moon, bye bye blue moon. Here comes the sun, let's rise and run. Here comes the sun. Yeah, here comes the sun. Yeah, here comes the sun. Hold me close, I love you most, you're gonna see, yeah. On a wave, we're gonna pave another way, yeah. Gonna let it ride. Crawling out from under cover of a long night, I'm reflecting in the presence of your starlight. Make me shine. Bye bye bye. Here comes the sun. Let's rise and run. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, yeah.
Attention food lovers and bourbon enthusiasts. Center Street Collective in Cumberland, Maryland invites you to indulge in a culinary adventure like no other. Treat your taste buds to a mouth-watering selection of dishes, from savory small plates to hearty entrees, all crafted with locally sourced ingredients. And don't miss our signature specials that change with the seasons. But that's not all. For bourbon aficionados, we proudly offer a premium selection of fine bourbons. Discover unique flavors and rare finds that will delight your palate and elevate your dining experience. Join us at Center Street Collective, where every meal is a celebration and every sip is an experience. Come taste the extraordinary today.
I'm going where Wi-Fi's weak, but the rum is strong. Where pretty island girls sing some pretty little island songs. You're welcome to go, but leave that iPhone where it's at. Because this is paradise, there ain't no app for that. Where people talk, but they don't text. Where everybody smiles, 'cause everybody here is blessed. Where old fishermen sit around and chew the fat. Oh, that's paradise, there ain't no app for that. Forget email or the UPS. We're in the tropic zone where the Wi-Fi's weak, but the rum is strong. A place where pink, red, yellow flowers grow, where a green flash winks somewhere beyond the shore. Puff on a fine cigar underneath the worn out straw hat. Oh, that's paradise. There ain't no app for that. We're going where Wi-Fi's weak, but the rum is strong. No tagging on Facebook if you care to tag along. Where we eat, we sleep, we drink, and then we take a nap. Oh, that's paradise. There ain't no app for that. You won't find this place on your GPS, on Google Earth, or a street address. Forget email or the UPS. We're in the tropic zone where the Wi-Fi's weak, but the rum is strong. Where the Wi-Fi's weak, but the rum is strong.
That's a Barefoot Man right there. There ain't no app for happiness on the water, that's for sure. Of course, there is an app. You can aloha, he says at the end of it there. So the Barefoot Man, just reminding you that happiness and sunshine and being in the tropical zone, there ain't no app for that, but there really is. There's a Tiki Man Radio app, and, you can listen to Western Maryland radio, but, I get the idea.
Yeah. I tell you what, paradise is a state of mind, Yeah. I'm listening to that Greg Mahaley tune in there from MFG Records. I know that's his label. And I'm listening to that driving bass and drums. I mean, that was mesmerizing. And Greg stopped by the page. Thank you, Greg. And Monica, good morning. And Dave Catame.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm beginning to see some names from the past here.
There you go.
Thank you all so much.
Yeah, and, MFG, so Dave Sines, my partner with the Coastal Americana Radio Network, and Brian Burns. So Dave Sines, not only is he music extraordinaire and musician, music producer, he owned MFG Records, and Alan Jacks Bowers was there all the time, right? Like you couldn't go to the refrigerator because Alan had all his food and beer in there, and then he started leaving clothes and a hat, and they're like, you know what? Maybe you should just take over MFG. And I'll just go run the one in Nashville. And so that's what they did, and it's worked out really well for both of them. And, of course, MFG stands for Music for Grown-Ups, and that's what it stands for. So pretty cool, man. It's cool to be associated with all these guys.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you what, it's a tough road, and even when you get the music out, then you've got all the push behind it. And you've got to do the press, you got to do the promotion, you got to do the shows, and you got to keep pushing, you got to keep covering the bills.
Yeah.
It's really tough. It's a tough job, but God bless them. I love the music industry, and I love everything that we do, and I really respect the artist and what they do.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So, Barefoot Man and that new tune, that's it. Of course, Alan Jacks Bowers on drums. That's another thing that not only can he produce the music for you, but he can play the tracks on it. And if you want to start a band, he'll go do that with you as well, like he's doing with Manalo.
Oh, man. Well, I think we ought to just stay out of that side of the business and stay where we're at.
I know. My buddy, Chris Bellamy, keeps says, you don't know yet, but you're going to be my manager. And I'm like, well, yeah, I'm listening. I'm managing a lot right now, Yeah.
Since I've gotten on the air, I've got a few of those requests too. And I'm like, nah, that's just no. radio is enough, and what we've got going on is enough. But hey, we'll do the promotion.
Well, thanks to Michelle Myers, our ambassador of all great things, we're $20 to the good today. So you got that coming to you. I don't know if you got a Venmo or a pen pal or whatever, but you can text it to me, and I'll send it to you.
All righty, brother. I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you, Monica. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely.
We really do.
Yeah.
What we do is from the heart, no doubt.
So we're trying to, I was talking about the Escape to Paradise. We're coming down to the wire here, so I'm trying to get as many people signed up for the Bahamas as I can to make that deal happen. And then we're talking about Joe, our travel agent with Cruise Planners, Joe Leo, the man. Don't book a trip without him. All right, what I'm telling you, listen to me. If you ever listen to me about anything, don't book a trip without him on a cruise line, an all-inclusive resort, anything like that, because he's going to tell you the good points and the bad points and give you some advice, because there's a lot of hidden fees and things that you go on some of these trips that you may or may not know about till you get there. So it's always good to have that. But he's been doing we do the Travel Minute on the Sunday show, and he's been focused on the cruise lines, and that's one thing we haven't done. You ever been on a cruise, Johnny?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
But I'm not going to do another one unless I go to Jay.
Joe. Yeah, Joe.
Joe.
Yeah. So the ambassador of all great things and Tim Myers wanted to go on an Alaskan cruise, and they did that this past year and had a blast. And so. That's one thing we haven't done with the Escape to Paradise. So in 2027, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go on a cruise. I've got some islands picked out that I want to go on, and we'll throw it out there, get some advice from everybody, and see if we can make that deal happen, because that's the only thing I haven't done. I've never been on a cruise. I've been to a lot of places, been to a lot of islands, been to out of this country a lot, but never been on a cruise ship. So now they're like... they just take Las Vegas and put it on a boat.
I'm in. Yeah, my girlfriend and I would love to do a cruise. And definitely, Joe's the only way to go, because in the past we've tried all that. I'm at this point in life where it's too much aggravation.
Yeah.
Just give to somebody else, let them take care of it. And that's what you pay a professional to do.
That's right.
And I'm all for it. No problem with it. Just make it happen.
Johnny, there is nothing better than getting to somewhere like Jamaica and coming out of the airport, and there's somebody with a sign that says Tiki Man Radio popping up out of the crowd, and those are the people that's there to pick you up and take you to your all-inclusive resort. There's nothing better than that, and when we went down to Jamaica, the guy that was driving the bus, was like, "Oh my God, you're the Tiki Man. You're Tiki Man Radio. I listen to you all the time." And I'm like, "Well, here, man, here's a sticker. Here's a bunch of stickers. Give it to your wife and the kids and everybody else." So. Wow.
Yeah, I missed that trip.
Oh man, it was great. But we got a lot of people listening out here on the out in Radio Land. Let's see. Good. I'm not sure what time it is over in England right now, Fulham, England, but. Welcome to Weekdays with the Tiki Man and Johnny B, all the way from England this morning. Happy Monday to you. And let's see here. Let me go up here to Washington, District of Columbia. Good morning to you. Hope you're doing wonderful. Let's see here. Washington District of Columbia. That's not too far away from you, Johnny B.
It's about 3.5 hours east.
Yeah, there you go. Down in Orlando, watch out for those iguanas, falling out of the trees down there. It's a little cold down there. Hollywood, Florida. And out in Portland, Oregon. Happy Monday to you guys. I hope you're doing fabulous out there. And thank you so much for tuning in for our show today. We're having a good time, man.
Oh, yeah. Love it. And this is really cool. I mean, people from around the world, okay, Canada, down south, over in Europe. And this is what I try to convey to people and say, listen, this is getting bigger. Right now we'd love to get you on the air. I'd like to get you on the air sooner than later, because pretty soon there's a waiting line. That's just how it goes. If you're trying to book, in the old days, Jay Leno, Johnny Carson and all that, there's a waiting line. So we can put you on a standby list, but I'd rather get you on sooner than later.
Yeah, and this is actually our first show. We haven't had an interview or somebody that an artist or something like that, and it's kind of nice, to not do that on Monday, kind of get started a little bit. But I mean, think about it, Johnny. We're going from England to Portland to Ottawa, Canada, down to Mexico right now. The two of us.
Yep.
It's fantastic.
Good morning, everybody. Hope your day is rolling along smoothly and having a bomb diggity fantabulous day. I absolutely love this. I mean, this is really cool. I remember those days. You're bringing me back to life, Danny. You're bringing me back to life.
Somebody had to do it, Johnny. Somebody had to do it.
I remember there was a time I got a call from somewhere over, I don't know, was it England, Germany, somewhere. They wanted me to host a live show for their wedding ceremony, from my studio, and they wanted to blast it. So, back in those days, I was really unhinged, off the hook. Things were crazy, and people loved it. They tuned into it, and I remember that. And those are very special moments you don't forget. You're having a positive impact on people's lives.
That's right. Let's see here. I'm trying to look at, used to when you type that in, it just automatically pop up. But it says 59 days, 21 hours, and 33 minutes to springtime. So we're under 60 now. The big thing around here is we get ready for the Daytona 500, which is just a couple of weeks away. And we discovered a couple of years ago, we had, it's one of the longest events we've had here at the Chocolate Bar. It's really a tiki bar event, but since all my friends got old, they had to come inside, and sit down, where it's cooler. They can't be out in the sun too much. But anyway, we discovered a couple of years ago that you must be present to win the pool of the Daytona 500. So, because Ed the Train Man and his beautiful wife Pat, they won the whole thing. And they ain't even watching the race. They're just gamblers, apparently. And I'm like, okay, this is stupid. Okay, this is stupid. We're just going to have to make a rule that you have to be here in order to win.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I remember we watched the Sunday show yesterday, and I heard you talk about that. I'm like, yeah, sounds like professional gambling. I mean, I don't gamble. But, okay, yeah, Danny, better watch out for that.
Yeah, absolutely. I see Phil from Wisconsin is out there. He's got the appliance repair tech package. The startup. It's kind of a franchise, really. If you want to start your own appliance repair business, he is the man. He is the one who has the experience, the knowledge, the know-how to help you start it on a shoestring budget, really. So you can reach out to Phil at 608-792-2124. I got it on the screen right now if you're watching us on YouTube. If you're listening to us over in England and everywhere else, it's 608-792-2124. And Phil will take care of you when that happens, So very cool, man. Very cool. Good morning to you. I know it's probably cold in Wisconsin. Is that how you say it? Wisconsin?
Wisconsin. I don't know. It's like Minnesota. You pick up these accents when you talk to enough people, Yeah,
that's right. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. It's cold out, eh?
Let's see. How many do we need for the trip? Okay, that's Michelle Myers. She's always on it. Michelle Myers, our ambassador of all great things. She's talking about our trip to the Bahamas. I believe we need about 10 rooms. And that's to lock in the price. Now, there's this talk. We've already got 10 or 12 of us going, right? So we may go anyway because we got to keep this thing alive. It's kind of like when, listen, we're going to have to shut the entire world down in 2020. The whole world, we're going to shut everything down. And I'm like, okay, so we got to figure out a way to make the showcase continue to go. So we did. There's got to be a way, If we can make it through somewhere where they shut the entire world down and still made our showcase continue on, we can certainly do that. And, oh, by the way, I rebroadcast the year before of the Rendezvous that year as well to keep it going. So,
oh, did you?
Yeah, doing my part, man. Doing my part.
I know you've been doing your part. That's why I try to stay out of your hair for the last few years, I mean, I know what it's like, and I know you're busy. And I'm like, well, I'll touch base here, touch base there. It's what we did. And, I know what it's like to run a show, run a station and all that. You're busy 24/7.
24/7. Ed the Train Man says, oh, come on, man. It sounds like a bunch of sore losers to me. I'm like, we are sore losers. We lost our asses to you and Pat. through the Daytona 500 board that was rigged by Flaz at the time for these guys. I think he got a cut of it,
Yeah,
So-
he just took the money and run. Just
Yeah.
like on the train.
I'm like-
The train and got out of town.
I'm like, how can they win everything? How can he win everything? That's unbelievable. They ought to go buy a lottery ticket, for God's sakes, But I think
Yeah.
Flaz was giving them, he was just pulling their. I think he had their names in his pocket, and he would turn his back, and just say, "Oh, look, Ed won again, and Pat won."
I tell you what, Danny, there was a time way back when we were at a corporate event playing blackjack, and it was just for fun, no money. And towards the end of this event, there was this our dealer, this young lady. She'd say, "Okay, you're gonna win," and we're playing blackjack. She'd deal out all the cards, that person would win. Then she'd point to the next person, "You're gonna win," and she.
You're gonna win. You're gonna win now.
You're gonna win. You're gonna win now. And I'm like, every time she said it, we're watching her hands. You can't see her do anything. And every time she said, "This one's gonna win, that one's gonna win, this one's gonna win," she did. And that was the last time I ever played blackjack anywhere.
Well, I spent 22 years going to Vegas for corporate events, which is not the same. Okay. People, man, that must have been a great time. Well, it wasn't. We were there for a week. First of all, there's a hell of a layover time. There's like 3-4 hour difference depending on what time of the year you go. And then it's a city that they party all night long. And we'd have to start meetings at 7 o'clock in the morning, which was stupid. Like, why in the hell are we bringing everybody here in a town that parties all night long and then are mad at them the next morning when they're all hungover, not listening to what the hell you're trying to say? So,
Yeah.
it's stupid. The whole thing was stupid.
I remember those days when you were going there. And I remember you and I had a discussion, and you said, "I want to do what you do. I want to get into radio."
Yeah.
And I said, "Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? I mean, you've got this great corporate gig. You've got, all these trips to Vegas, and you want to do this for a living?" And so Danny did, and I taught him how to do it. We got him started, and
Yeah.
boom. I said, well, I felt my tour of duty was over for a while, and there you go, brother. She's all yours. Run with it. And 10 years later, here I'm back. Almost 10, I think. Maybe.
I need to record that clip from The Godfather. Every time I want to get out, they pull me back in, That'd make a good radio clip right there for this show. I'll put something together for that. But
Oh my God, that's right. Every time he gets it back out, yeah, he's back in. It's like I've said in the past, like Hotel California. You can check out, but you can never leave. Danny's going to pull me back in. But
Yeah.
I love this. Man.
it was so funny when Callie McCool was talking to B-Dog. He interviewed him, when they got down to their last show for Tropical Country, and one of the kids, and they had all these pre-questions, right? They asking him, real professional questions. Kids are learning how to not only do radio, but to get into news organizations and things of that nature, all that kind of stuff. So they're like, "So can we expect to see you on radio anytime in the near future?" And he's like, no. Yeah, I'll tell you right now, you kids have a nice life, and I hope it all goes well for you, but I'm done with this, So I thought, man, that was funny as hell. But you never know.
God.
You never know.
You never know. I enjoy. I look forward to getting up every day. It just makes me feel good. Back in the game, ambassador of goodwill, sharing some good vibes. And back in my day, it was all about sharing the aloha, and sharing good music and peace, love, and aloha, and the positivity, as you say. And I always called it the positive vibes, sharing the aloha vibes, and all that. But yeah, it was really unique. Back in those days, I took this Hawaiian set, Poly People music, and nobody was playing it on the East Coast. And then I discovered nobody was really playing it on radio anywhere. So I blended everything, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, the show went off the hook. But it went really high, really fast, really far. And that's when Danny said, "I want to get into this." And I said, "Are you crazy? You want to do all this traveling? It's hard work, brother. I mean, and you know what it's like down south. It's hot, sweaty, dirty, hookups, setups,
Sure.
back-ins, breakdowns, haul-outs, load up, catching flights. I mean, you've seen me roll from a broadcast out in Panama City, had to drive up to Atlanta to catch a flight.
Yeah.
There were no other flights available. I believe that was the morning you interviewed, what's his name? The pilot, Sam
Rainwater.
Sam Rainwater.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember those mornings. But I tell you, that was a funny morning, too, because we're standing in line at the breakfast buffet. And I remember both of us were kind of up during the night. It was a very late night. Next morning, we're there. I'm like, oh, my God, this is great. Biscuits, sausage, gravy. We're in line, and all of a sudden, there's a church service right next to the buffet. And I hear, everybody bow your heads in prayer.
Yeah.
And you and I were starving, man. And this was like the longest prayer I've ever heard. And so we're there, heads bowed. I'm like, man, I just got to eat. I got to get to the broadcast booth and eat. I'm starving.
Yeah. Well, we did the Sunday show that year, and with this particular time, we were all the way up at Sharky's. I mean, like when you came down the little walkway, for those that have been to Sharky's going out to the Rendezvous, when you got down to the end of where that little wooden area was, we were right there. And so, you know, we get ready to do the Sunday show, and you know, that Johnny used to do the Sunday show. And I think it was like for an hour, like 9 to 10 or something. And it was this really cool, laid back Hawaiian, you know, chilling kind of show, you know, and all this stuff. And then when he had to take another job, and I said, well, I'll take over the Sunday show. I'm like, but I can't do that, man. I got to come out screaming, man. I got to, you know. So we're sitting there, and there's Johnny and I. We're going to do the Sunday show, and we're in Panama City. We're on the beach, and we get ready to start the show, and that's usually when I'm like, yo, good morning, everybody, you know, all that kind of stuff. And they start singing in the choir behind us with the church service at Sharky's, and we're like, hey, everybody, I hope you're doing good. Happy Sunday to you.
Happy Sunday to you.
I'm like, bear with us. We'll run the church people off here shortly, okay?
Yeah. Now, these are lessons for Callie McCool and the gang.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is what you encounter on the road. And then we've encountered some very angry sound men. Sound men from hell.
Well, sound man from hell, that's for sure. But here's a voice from the past. You might remember. Let's see here.
Hey, Tiki Man, Robbie Collada here from Richland, Washington, wishing you continued success. I love your live video feed. Man, you're doing great. You're moving on up. Take care and cheers, and let's Tiki party.
There you go. The Robbie Collada.
Oh, Robbie Collada. I remember when he approached me and wanted to come on the air. And so we worked it all out. And, you know, Robbie's a great guy and always said, dude, you've got this real Southern California voice, and he is from California.
Yeah.
And I said, I remember as a kid, like I remember listening to different radio shows on my clock radio, and there'd be that voice, somebody, you know, syndicated from Southern California, sounding just so cool.
Yeah.
And he had that voice, and I'm like, brother, you're on. You know, he wanted to do it. He just wanted to be a part of the show. He was on. Rick came on. I don't know how many people we had. Brad came on, you know, your son.
Yeah. Yeah. Bahama Brad had like 3 shows a week he was doing.
Yeah, and I guess I made it look so easy that everybody just wanted to do this for a living. And I'm trying to tell you, it's hard work, man.
It is hard work.
And you really have to have a passion for this. Otherwise, you will just, you want to throw your computers out the window and bang your head against the wall.
That's right.
But hey, we can teach people how to do this too. You know, you got the appliance repair guides teaching stuff. We can teach you how to do radio, video, and all of that, too. Yeah, hey, you've got the track record, Danny, with Callie McCool and the gang.
Well, that's true, and I'm very excited to be working with Phil. I'm going to be putting we haven't really put a whole lot out there. We've mentioned it on the last 2 Sunday shows. He really kind of wants to get things going when he gets back from music on the Bay, so we're going to hit the ground running in February with that deal. But I'm working on it behind the scenes, but... for right now, let's go down to Key West and take a trip through Key West with the man, the legend himself, Mr. Key West Chris.
Waterfront market, it's early morn. Chairs off the tables in the bars, it's a new dawn. I see the water in the bay glisten and shine. soon's I hear a tug's horn, let out a whine. Let's do a whine. I walk up the street and the girls all give a pretty smile. Streets are wet from the night before another tropical storm. Homeless still scatter the doorways, sleeping it off. Work in Duval rewards a sidewalk and a bottle of pain. They say the key's disease is the bee's knees. You know there's more than one. 'Cause a bee's got 6 knees, and like he, I prefer the sun. And a delightful libation, perhaps something made with rum. Here I can smile, go just about while having fun. But I don't wanna go nowhere that way. I'll never be late. Island time is this life of mine, but I'll raise my glass to the upper 40. Yes, I'll raise my glass to the upper 40. Starts with the last chance and works its way down. Hopping and stomping on the islands, town to town. Above us there's madness, cars are honking, it's doggy dog. Here I'm chillaxing, always relaxing. Just another day in paradise.
Just another day in paradise.
You know, friends and family, they call me, say, why not visit back home? And although I love them dear, I just never wanna leave here. The roots have grown to this old rock, like me firm and strong. Flockers gone wild at Blue Heaven is where we all belong. But I don't wanna go nowhere that way. I'll never be late. Island time is this life of mine, but I'll raise my glass to the upper 40. Yes, I'll raise my glass to the upper 40. But I'll raise my glass to the upper 40.
Hi, this is Nadira Shakur, and you're listening to Danny Lynn, the Tiki Man, on TikiManRadio.com.
Well, I took off for the weekend last month just to try and recall the whole year. All of the faces and all of the places, wondering where they all disappeared. Well, I didn't ponder the question too long, was hungry and went out for a bite. Ran into a chum with a bottle of rum, we wound up drinking all night. With these changes in latitudes, changes in attitudes, nothing remains quite the same. With all of our running and all of our cunning, if we couldn't laugh, we would all go insane. Reading departure signs in some big airport reminds me of the places I've been. So many good times have brought so much pleasure, makes me wanna go back again. Well, if it suddenly ended tomorrow, I could somehow adjust to the fall. With good times and whalers and son of a sailors, I've seen more than I can recall. With these changes in latitudes, changes in attitudes, nothing remains quite the same. So all of the islands and all of the heights, if we couldn't laugh, we would all go insane. Feel no strangers.
About Paris when I'm high on red wine. Wish I could jump on a plane. So many nights I sit and dream of the ocean. I wish I was sailing again. Yesterday's over my shoulder. I can't look back for too long. There's too much to see waiting in front of me, and I know that I just can't go wrong.
With these changes in latitudes, changes in attitudes, nothing remains quite the same. With all of our running and all of our cunning, if we couldn't laugh, we would all go insane. It's these changes in latitudes, changes in attitudes, nothing remains quite the same. With all of the islands and all of the heights, if we couldn't laugh, we would all go insane. Said if we were not crazy, we would go insane.
Here's your weekly lineup for Tiki Man Radio, part of the Coastal Americana Radio Network. Tune in Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. for Weekdays with the Tiki Man and Johnny B. Streaming live on the Tiki Man Radio YouTube channel and Tiki Man Radio, part of the Coastal Americana Radio Network. The Tiki Man and Johnny B are focused on the lifestyle from the lake house to the beach house and having some fun. That's Weekdays with the Tiki Man and Johnny B from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Island Time, right here on Tiki Man Radio. Stop by and have some fun. Monday nights starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Island Time, get on the Peace Train with Ed the Train Man and his conductors. Live from Crown Point, Indiana. Ed and the conductors are focused on the local artists of the Indiana area. It's time for you to get on the Peace Train with Ed the Train Man. 6 p.m. Eastern Island Time on Tiki Man Radio. Tuesday at noon, it's Callie McCool and his student crew, Tiki Man Radio's internship from Antioch High School in California. The kids are learning to do radio and produce their own show. Compliments of Tiki Man Radio. That's Surfs Up with Callie McCool and the student crew every Tuesday at noon. Fridays from 7 to 9 p.m., it's Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Misha, live from Key West, bringing you all the happenings of Key West and the surrounding area. In-studio guests and having some fun. That's Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Misha, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Island Time every Friday. Saturday from midnight to noon, take a trip back in time with Jukebox Saturday. This is where we open up the massive archives of Tiki Man Radio and take you back to that old shagging music, complete with commercials and funny clips. Jukebox Saturdays every Saturday. Sunday, it's the big show. Sunday mornings with the Tiki Man starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Island Time right here on Tiki Man Radio. Streaming live on the Cammy's Grammy Live Cam on YouTube. Jump into the chat and be a part of the show. That's Sunday mornings with the Tiki Man starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Island Time every Sunday right here on Tiki Man Radio. That's your weekly lineup for Tiki Man Radio. Make sure you download the free Tiki Man Radio app. Subscribe to the Tiki Man Radio YouTube channel and hit the little bell there for all the notifications. And if you would like to sponsor one of these great shows, reach out to us at tikimanradio@gmail.com. Come over and be part of the show. Here at Tiki Man Radio, we love shout-outs from our artists and our listeners from all over the world. You ever wondered how you do that? Well, if you have the free Tiki Man Radio app, all you have to do is click on the little menu and go down to where it says shout-out. You can record a short shout-out. When you're done, you just send it straight to us. You have about 15, 16 seconds to do it. Here's a couple of pointers. Make sure you don't have your TV on or your radio. Make sure you're in a quiet space if you can. And always tell us who you are, where you're from, and mention you're listening to Tiki Man Radio. It's as simple as that. If you want to hear your name on the radio, send us a shout out and we'll put it in the radio station for you. Keep listening to Tiki Man Radio, your coastal Americana radio station, and give us a shout out. That's right. Give us a shout out. And we need some new shout outs for the new show and, Weekdays with the Tiki Man and Johnny B. So you can go over to the app and click on the shout out and record it and say, hey, I'm listening to Weekdays with the Tiki Man and Johnny B. And we'll play those during the show and have some fun with it, right?
Yeah, man. I like that idea.
Yeah.
We'd love to have fun with people. That's what we're all about. Sharing good vibes, hanging out, having fun.
Sure. Absolutely. And Nadora Shakur is singing on that song there with Manalo. And then I played that soundbite that you got for me years ago. And I know you got to spend some time with her.
Yeah, she's a real sweetheart. Nice lady. At that time, she was a Grammy-nominated, award-winning artist. And just a wonderful, wonderful person. Boy, I'm listening to that set, and it brought back so many stories and war stories, but she's a wonderful lady. That's one of those trips where they didn't know I was going to be backstage for the interview and almost got booted out by security. I'm serious. At that time, Jimmy had two security guards. They're identical twins, and they're both huge bodybuilders. They looked alike. One kind of knew me, and the other one, I guess, didn't. And he's like, "What are you doing here? What's all that equipment?" And I said, "Well, I'm supposed to do the interview with Nadira."
Yeah.
Oh, you can't have that. You can't be in here. I said, "Well, this was all set up." And I'm like, "Here, I got Nadira's phone number. Call her." He said, "No, I'll call her."
Yeah.
And she said, "Oh, no, that's good. That's good. That's good. It's Johnny. No, don't throw him out."
Yeah. He brought rum. It's okay.
It's okay. Yeah, I did bring her a bottle of wine.
Well, there you go. There you go. Yeah, I brought wine and a microphone. Okay, this won't take very long.
No. God, back in those days, it just required so much gear and equipment. Nowadays, as you well know, you can just put it in a backpack and roll along.
Yeah. Well, I see Michelle Myers and Tim are headed down to Waco, Texas, and we want to send our condolences out to them as their son is getting married this weekend. Sorry to hear that. You couldn't talk to him. You should have had him call the old Tiki Man. I would have talked to him about it. But anyway, have a safe trip on your way down to Waco there. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Yeah, you're going to have to pack extra with that ball and chain. Yeah. They charge extra for that nowadays.
Well, my favorite thing to say is, when somebody says, "Yeah, hey, we're getting married. We'd love for you guys to come," or whatever. And I'm like, "Is this your first marriage?"
You better be careful, Danny. Better be careful.
I know. Is this your first marriage? Because that's just if you're lucky enough to spend the same. Michelle and Tim been together for, 30 years, 40 years. I don't know, but a long time.
A blessing.
Yeah, that is a blessing. But some of us hadn't been that lucky.
Yeah. That's the way it goes, Danny. That's life in radio.
Let's see here. I just sent you guys. I'm trying to text with Ed the Train Man, who it takes him all day to prep for a show that has no video, and he's working on his show right now. And I forwarded you guys that new Manalo too. That's what I was talking about, Ed, and to make sure you guys had it. So.
He'll get the hang of it. You just roll. Seat of your pants, man. there's times before we go on the air here, I'm like, hey, he didn't send me the artist. And like this morning, like, no artist. I'm like, okay, whatever, man. We're just going to roll.
Yeah. Well, usually I would have done that, but we didn't have anybody. We had, Brian Burns had somebody that he wanted us to interview, but I never heard back from the guy. And so we just kind of went with it. And, you listen, when you do the Sunday show, then we have a group of people here after the Sunday show. It's time to relax and enjoy, the day and all that kind of thing, watch some football and all that stuff. So I didn't put anything out because I didn't have anything lined up. And to be honest with you, I kind of like it that way on Mondays. Let's just get the week started, and then we can do interviews on Wednesdays. And we've got interviews lined up for Friday from the Jacksonville Boat Show this week. And so... we are excited about that. We'll be down there. Brian Burns has hit the ground down there now. Well, he actually lives in Jacksonville, so he hasn't had to travel down there. But Jacksonville Boat Show, January 23rd through the 25th. And that's going to be down, you can go to boatjacks.com, and that's boatjacks with an X. And have some fun down there, and we're going to be doing interviews on Friday with Weekdays with the Tiki Man and Johnny B. So we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, man. I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to it. I wonder if the Contender's going to be there in Jacksonville.
I don't know.
Contender boats?
I don't know. We're going to find out. I hadn't had a lot of time to. I was working so much on the St. Pete Boat Show last week. Mm-hmm. That I didn't get a lot of time to prep on it, but I will. I mean, I got a meeting with Uptown Whimsy this afternoon at 5 o'clock to figure out what we're doing with all these shirts and how we're going to do it and when we're going to start and all that stuff. But tomorrow I'll be able to really dig into the Jacksonville Boat Show, and I'm sure if there's a boat show, the Contender, the people from Contender will be there as well.
Oh, I can see us on it, Danny. I can see it, man. All right, flying across the Keys, throttle to the firewall, heading out to the fishing grounds. Or the beer drinking grounds, either or.
Yeah, that's Boiling Point. Boiling Point Contender Dealer. That's who we had on the show last week. And Carrie Seward, we had her with Seward Systems. So that was fun to talk to those guys.
Oh, yeah.
And,
yeah.
I'm also going to be digging into the, what was it called? Let's see here. I highlighted it. Oh, they have their own foundation called Ocean Ridge, which is all talking about keeping the waterways, the intercoastal waterways, clean of debris and junk and all that stuff that people lose their mind and throw into the water. So that's a cool thing, like waterways that we've had on the show here and talk with them about. And I'm in the process of setting up some meetings with them as well. I see my lovely daughter Julie is out there today.
Good morning, Julie.
I believe it's a holiday, so the school is not going on today, so she's able to relax and enjoy herself a little bit. So good morning to my lovely daughter. She's talking to Michelle Myers. She's not far away from where they're going to be out in Waco. She's in Austin, Texas.
Wow. I remember all your kids growing up, Danny. We're not getting any older, but I think they are.
Yeah, well, they are. Yeah. And it's a good thing.
Young at heart.
I was watching Landman last night, the season finale of Landman, and I have been critical of Landman this year because they spent way too much time on his ex-wife / live-in and daughter. And these are two incredibly beautiful women, but they're so annoying that you can't stand it. Like you fast forward through it, and get to the point where Billy Bob says, "Okay, everybody's got to die" or something, Anyway, so we watched the season finale last night, and there was a great line in there where he says, she's complaining that their daughter's going off to college, and he says, "Well, honey, that's what you're supposed to do: raise them up and get them out." And I'm like, that's right.
Get them out. Man.
I'm like, that's right. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. Well, I only had one. One and done. She's working on her doctorate. And, boy, time flew by, Danny. Just flew by.
Yeah. Well, it does. Time goes by pretty fast. If you're able to go to your granddaughter's graduation from high school, or you're youngest granddaughter's 4th year birthday party, you're doing pretty good.
Yeah. Yep. You're still amongst us. I heard you, and I'll watch those posts, and of course, I'll watch the Sunday show. But the gummy bears, yeah, you can't go wrong with gummy bears, man. I remember you said that. Great Christmas gift. Yeah, gummy bears.
Yeah, and it was a big hit, because the backstory behind that story was, I'm like, listen, we're going to be at the birthday party. What does she want for her birthday? Because I don't know. I mean, man, she's got everything. I don't know what to get her. And I'm like, you need to tell me what she wants. Listen, she'll just be happy for you guys to be there. You don't have to bring anything. I'm like, oh, hell no. That's a trap. I'm a little more experienced than that. I'm not showing up to a kid's birthday party, especially my granddaughter, without a present. So I need to know what to bring. He's like, no, right. Really. She don't need anything. She's got everything she needs or whatever. And so we get ready to leave that morning, and she's like, and I'm pulling into a store. She's like, "What are you doing here?" And I'm like, "We're getting gummy bears." We cannot go wrong with gummy bears, okay? And it'll be a big hit, and I can say I'm the only one who brought them. It's going to be perfect, And it was. She was thrilled to death.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I remember seeing all the pictures of you taking her fishing, and, I remember that. And here we are all these years later. I'm like, man, they really grew up quick.
Yeah,
And he got married, he's got a baby and all that. And I'm like, God, where's the time going?
I know. Bahama Brad has his own daughter that's 4 years old. I mean, what the hell just happened? That's the way life is.
4 years ago. Seems like just the other day I saw that post. I don't know.
Well, I'm thrilled to death for him. Thrilled to death for him. Yeah. I mean, back when we were doing radio before, he was living with me and doing a radio show 3 days a week.
Yeah. And he had a great show. Oh, my God. And he put so much work into it. And I know you have all that content. But he just did wonderful, wonderful work. He moved on, and that's just the way it goes,
Yeah, he had a show called B-Sides, which was it was that old 50s, 60s style music that really was the inspiration behind Jukebox Saturday later. But a little further up the chain there with beach music in the 60s and 70s. But he would go all the way back to the 40s and the 50s, and he knew all there was to know about these people and the bands and who they were and all that stuff. And then he'd go the opposite direction and do Surfside, I believe it was called. We started calling it in the beginning. We called it Chillin' and Grilling with Bahama Brad, and he's like, "I hate that name." I'm like, well, "What do you want to call it?" And so Surf's Up, and that was the new music of the day. So it was 180 degree in the opposite direction. And then they did a sports show there for a while. Him and his buddy Clay, so.
Yeah. And he taught us about Twitter, that new thing called Twitter.
Yeah. He's like, you guys really need to get on Twitter. I'm like, what the hell is Twitter?
Okay, what's that?
Yeah.
I remember even like hotspots weren't even invented. And we're doing live shows and digging trenches in the sand at Sharky's.
Yeah.
And showing up before sunup for the morning show.
Sure.
And the manager said, "Well, just tap into a credit card port in the back behind the register."
Yeah.
I'm there like, it's 4:30 in the morning. The causeway's right behind the bar, and we've got flashlights and shovels, and I've got a sound guy digging a 100-foot trench with Cat 5 cable. I'm like, wow, we've come a long way.
Yeah, I was never so glad when they came out with a hotspot. Verizon came out with a hotspot, and it was like finding a piece of gold in a cave somewhere 100 feet under the ground when I finally realized what it was. And I was like, man, this is going to be great. And I didn't know if it'd work, but I took it down to Panama City, and damn if it didn't work. The last 4 or 5 years, we were able to stream live off the hotspot, no more buried cables and all that stuff. It was just fantastic.
Wow. Yeah, I remember you saying that, and I'm like, okay, I've got to get one of those. I'm not even in a radio, but I want one at that time. I'm like, I just got to have it. It's like a toy, man. That's the way I am with technology. And I'm like, he said, but you got to put it on an ice pack. It does get hot. And I read reviews about that, and they said, yeah, it gets hot. I'm like, that's all right. We got a cure for that. Ice pack.
Yeah, that's things you learn, right? I mean, we bought these little ice packs because the sun, the way the sun was in Panama City and the way the tent was, the morning sun would rise up and would shine right into the tent. And even though we had it covered, it would overheat. So we got these little ice packs that we'd switch out throughout the day and just set it on top of it to keep it cool.
Mm-hmm. I remember you told me that.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I don't know if I'm going to need it or not. I didn't get it. I just knew that the Tiki Man was coming for a show one day. And on the new Coastal Americana Radio Network.
That's right.
And I'm like, I got to tell you, man, I just knew. I knew it was coming. It's some things you just know. And so here we are. But, yeah, we've come a long way. The kids are grown. Technology's changed. And we're still at it, and we can still broadcast from Mars with a bobby pin if we have to.
Yeah. I think you should get like a new car if you were, our producer, Monica, who's listening up in Ottawa, Canada right now. And, of course, Vacuum Cleaner Tom. Let's see here. There we go.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Vacuum Cleaner Tom. They have been married for 56 years.
Wow. Congratulations.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like, after 50 years or something, you ought to be able to just go down to the car dealership and say, I'm here for my new car. Okay, I made it. We've been married 50 years. Don't ask me how we did it. We did it, but I'm here for the new car. Like, there should be some kind of pass for that. Something. You should get something.
50 years. Oh, my God. Danny, one day we may be saying we've been in radio for 50 years.
Yeah, that's a string we're on right now, trying to get to that point. I mean, I don't know if we'll ever make it because, I used to tell you about Luther that we had here in Chattanooga, and he is still in the Broadcasting Hall of Fame for the only person that broadcast Pearl Harbor and 9/11 from the very same radio station during that time. And that's how long he was doing broadcasting. Just a fantastic. We all grew up with Luther telling us, there's a missing dog here and a missing dog there and all this other stuff, So we grew up listening to Luther, but that is an amazing feat for anybody that obviously will never be repeated.
Oh my God. Oh yeah. I mean, it's, wow, that is commendable. That is just huge. As much as we love radio, that is just so commendable. I think about the days when Bob Hope got started in radio. Hell, he was in television when television was first invented. And then when radio was invented, he was there too. So that's one of the only guys I know that were doing both and became a big hit.
Yeah, that's true. It's kind of like you were talking about earlier. So Julie, she was in the military, and when she went off to Iraq, she before she left, she said, listen, there's this new thing called Facebook. And you really need to get on Facebook because this is how we're going to be able to communicate when I'm in Iraq. And at the time, we were on MySpace, right? And then all those years later, Brad's like, listen, let me tell you this little new thing about Twitter. Yeah, you learn through your kids. And of course, my mom would say, Dan, are you on that new thing, MyFace? Yeah, I'm on MyFace, Mom. Yeah. I'm so glad my parents never learned to do social media or text.
I'm going to tell you what, I remember my daughter teaching my parents how to use a cell phone. And then I said, this is not a great idea for texting.
Yeah.
And then she taught them Facebook. And all of a sudden, we call her Nan. Nan's like, well, I said, how you doing? What you up to? She's like, I'm face paging. And
face paging.
And you've met her, you know her.
Yeah.
And she's a little more settled down nowadays. And I'm face paging, but yeah, she's full of piss and vinegar. Let me tell you.
I know a lot of people out there face paging that needs to get off of it, right? There's a lot. Listen, y'all need to get all that negativity out of your system and get off the MyFace and focus on the positive side of things over here on the radio. That's.
Oh my God, yeah, we remember MySpace, and there was one before that. It was all tropical. I forgot what it was called. But I still have that link. Tropics Nation. I forgot. No, it was on MySpace. That's what it was.
Yeah. Oh, MySpace was great because you could have all your music and everything on there. It was fantastic. You could change the page color and design it. No, it was awesome, man. It was awesome.
Yeah. When this thing called Facebook came along, and then you can't play you can't build set list or music. You can't have a jukebox on your page or anything like that. I mean, what's going on with the world here? Everybody's getting too uptight.
Well, it was just like that. She's like, listen, you need to get on this because this is how we're going to communicate. She's telling me this knowing that I'm going to do it because I'm going to be able to talk to my daughter while she's in Iraq, right? She knows I'm going to do it. Right. But I'm still holding on to MySpace over here. I'm like, I don't know, man. I'll sign up for the account so we can communicate, but I'm not going to have anything else to do with it. And little did we know at that moment in time, it was going to take over our lives,
Yeah, little did we know. But we're still here, doing radio, drinking coffee. I think I'm going to have to get an XKG 9000 coffee pot like you here in the studio.
Oh, it's great. Thanks to Michelle Myers and Tim, we have the XKG 9000 coffee pot, and now I use it just about every damn day here. I used to just use it for the Sunday show, but I keep that thing fired up. Kevin was, we were all sitting around the bar yesterday, and I'm over there, cleaning out the pot and putting new coffee in and putting water, and Heather's like, what are you doing? He's like, he's getting ready for tomorrow. I'm like, that's right. I got to have the coffee pot. Right.
I tell you what, and you probably remember this day, and I don't keep coffee cups right on this station here where I work because I spilled a whole cup of coffee in a laptop, and I had called Danny and said, hey, brother, I had an accident here. Can you cover the show this morning? And boom, just like that, he was on.
Well, we were talking to Graham and Nicole about that, right? They got these new coffee mugs right here, and I love the mug, and I'm going to use it when I'm not around all this equipment, but it's top heavy, right? And I'm like, that's disaster waiting to happen in a radio station. And if I fry any of this equipment, we're all screwed. That's what I told him yesterday.
Yeah, I've got, just on this console alone, there's really not much room for more than a pad and a pencil and a couple little mouse. That's about it. And anything else, if you ever see me reaching over here, it's on coffee's on another table. I got to do a long reach here. That's why they call me Stretch, Just pull the coffee in.
Well, don't forget, we're almost, this show has just flown by, but don't forget, we're going to be down at the Jacksonville Boat Show this week, and Brian Burns with Dockside Live Radio is going to be on the ground. He actually lives in Jacksonville, January 23rd through the 25th. And we're going to be doing interviews on Friday for that. We're going to be at the convention center down there. And stop by and say hi. Look for Brian. He's he's got a flowery shirt, a big hat with a pink umbrella on the hat itself, and then one in the drink. And he's walking around having a good time, signing autographs and doing all kinds of stuff. So if you see him, get in line and then ask about the Coastal Americana Radio Network. That'd be great. We got to get some sponsors rolling in here for this thing. And thank you for the tip we got earlier. That was great. Johnny, I appreciate that. He can buy a new loaf of bread and get it a couple of cans of tuna, right?
Yeah, man.
So we'll.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I really do. We all do. It's just what we do for a living here.
Yeah. So we will have. I'll be putting out the information about the interviews later in the week. Probably tomorrow about who we're interviewing on Friday, and we might have a guest on Wednesday. We'll just have to wait and see. I know you got somebody you wanted to interview. We might could line that up.
Yeah. There's a few things going on out there. I've done a lot of reach outs, and we'll see how they go. This is all new in Western Maryland.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are just looking and watching. But, Wisp Resort is interested in coming on board, and it's a beautiful resort out in Deep Creek. And even if you don't ski, you can come up there and have yourself just a wonderful time. They got a lot of bars, restaurants, beautiful views on the mountain. They got a mountaintop restaurant as well. If you are skiing, just want to go up to the top, get a bite to eat. But yeah, it's a beautiful place, and hopefully we can get them on board here soon.
Well, that'll be great. Well, we appreciate everybody joining us literally from England to California to Portland to Canada to Mexico today. People on the road down to Waco, Texas, people sneaking, and listening at work if they're working today. A lot of people off today, so we had a lot of people stopping by today. We really appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button. I cannot tell you how important that is. And we really appreciate when you put tip money in the jar there. That helps Johnny be able to buy groceries this week. We really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Get you some sardines. Get you another can of sardines or something there, Johnny.
Well, this is why I do what I do for a living. It's passion. We don't need to eat. We're just running on passion.
That's right. But for right now, it's time for us to get on out of here because this day just flew by, and we really appreciate everybody being here and being a part of the show. Hit that like button. Tell everybody about the Coastal Americana Radio Network. And if you want to be a part of it, send me an email at tikimanradio@gmail.com. We'll get you on here, and we'll be back Wednesday with another edition of Weekdays with the Tiki Man and Johnny B. Have a great day, everybody.
Have a great day, everybody.